All right, hey YouTube, David Kramer here, and today I just want to talk about seeking inspiration uh, in everything. I mean, I get inspiration in uh, numerous ways, but one of the ways that I get inspiration, especially when it comes to my physical labor that I need to do, and weightlifting, and just being a man. My inspiration comes from my ancestors. I have Norwegian, Germanic, and Pictish ancestry. So I always think about how the men were back then and their mindset and how tough they were. And that gives me inspiration. I mean, nowadays you got tough guys, but that's how I get inspiration. I get inspiration looking back to my ancestors. Now, I don't know if any of my Norwegian ancestors were Vikings because Vikings are a different. Okay, you had the Vikings who went raiding and went to war, and then you had farmers and you had craftsmen and stuff like that. So I don't know if any of them were like that. I know that they trace back my ancestry to Normandy, where the Vikings inhabited. They conquered and then they settled down and all that stuff. So that's where the Norwegian ancestry is. Of course, you can go to Normandy and then go back to Norway, okay, to ancient Norway. But so maybe they were. I don't know. But nevertheless, even if my ancestors were just farmers, that was a tough life. So how would they how would they look at me? Would they consider me to be a man or would they consider me to be weak? I'm sure in some cases, seeing the modern conveniences, they might go, well, that's kind of weak. But anyway, I get that I use that. Plus, when I decided I was going to work on me, when I started to introspect me, looking inside and go, why am I the way I am? Why do I always do what I do? Why don't I do what I want to do or desire to do? Why am I always a victim? I went on YouTube. One of the first ones that helped me to figure out, well, to where I got ideas was a guy named John Sonmez who has he has a uh, I don't know really what you want to call a group called Bulldog Mindset. He has this thing to where they work through how to be a man, okay? Making money and stuff like that. So I went on there, Jordan Peterson. Now, I'm not a big Jordan Peterson fan, but the first thing that I did when I heard him and he's talking about cleaning your room. Well, this was 2019. I rarely cleaned my house up until 2019. And in 2019, it was November. It was the day before Thanksgiving. I normally take that as a vacation day. I cleaned my room, my bedroom, and it took me 9 hours to clean my bedroom because it was that friggin' dirty and cluttered up. I was a complete loser. Okay, I had a job. I have a home that I paid off. I had vehicles that everything was paid off. It wasn't that I was some lazy person, but I was just, you know, I was into that low self esteem. I'm a victim, you suck and, it's your fault and all that stuff. And 2019, I'm like, I'm done with that. Now, a 5 year journey, okay, up to November of 2024. But looking back, seeking that motivation and the inspiration and people that can essentially what you want to a role model, okay? Uh, Whether you can pay for someone who's going to coach you over a period of time, or like with me, like I said, YouTube videos. Okay, it wasn't just Bulldog Mindset or John Sonmez. There were other people that I watched their videos and I heard certain things. I bought books. I bought so many books and read 3/4 of the way through and kind of got ideas from all these books. And then I just kind of decided to work at it. My temper problems. I had a lot of bad temper and I still have a bad temper. Okay. I don't have any tolerance for any bullshit at all. It's kind of irritates me that I can't get away with what I'd like to do to some of these people that are full of bullshit. But my temper is better. My self-esteem is much better. I don't look at myself as a victim. It's more of a, okay, that happened. Maybe if I do get irritated and it lasts a while, I eventually get over it and go, whatever. Or, okay, let's see what I can do about changing it. If there's a way to change it, I'm going to change it. Okay, if it isn't at the moment, well then I'm just going to get away with get over it and figure out when the time comes, because there were some of those things. I wasn't able to change it then, but eventually something happened to where I'm like, oh, well, now I can do something about that. Now, that ain't everything, okay? So you need to kind of, I mean, I'm probably still going to buy some books and stuff. I saw this guy he was talking about some of the books that he reads, and I thought, well, there's one I can do, because you got to kind of reignite your enthusiasm too. Okay, let's see. You can explore new ideas and strategies. Like, I lift weights. And I make videos and I post them on YouTube. I have a channel called Dave's Home Gym. And I reached 121 subscribers. And I've been doing it since last January. But I do military presses, okay? Well, in the past, the most I ever did with a military press was 121 pounds. That's a standing military press. And the only accessory lift that I ever did for these military presses, whether it was standing or sitting, because after that I consecutively got like 200 pounds, but I could never get any higher. And I never, with the mindset that I had in the past, I never really explored any options. Sometimes I did, but then I had it where people were kind of like, yeah, what are you doing? I'm going, oh, okay, well, then I better not, because of that self-esteem crap. Well, if they don't like it, then I better go ahead and not do that. Yeah, what a bunch of crap, okay? I'm going to make a video on not giving a damn what people think, because who cares what they think? Unless you're out there being a rude prick and smacking people around, well, then, yeah, you better care what they think, because you're going to come around the corner one day and you're going to meet somebody you don't want to meet. But anyway, yeah, so what did I do? Well, this year I'm working at it, and I'm working, and it just doesn't seem to, man, that military press, especially since I lost weight. I went from 280 pounds down to 215. And if you lift weights, you know that you lose weight, any amount of weight, it does affect your lifts. Now, 10 pounds ain't going to affect them as bad as the 65 pounds that I lost. Now, I am up a little heavier, especially here in wintertime, because I like eating more and I drink a little more beer and put on some weight because it's cold. But it also helps with lifts. But anyway, what I decided to do was I was researching and looking around, and it's pin presses, okay? Pin presses from around like my forehead height to the bridge of my nose. So it would be about this area right here. And since that time, I went from, what did I have? I had a 140-pound military press. Yeah, 140-pound military, that's pathetic. For I don't know how many months. Until I think it was around August when I started doing pin presses. Now I'm up to 150 pounds, okay? I think it was somewhere around there where I made that pin press. I I think it was August or September where I finally made it. I just made this platform. It's made out of 4x8s, and it's pretty much like if I'd be standing without. Okay, I will stand on like a platform, and then if I want to go, and that'll take me to the forehead height. Then I'll put some rubber mats down, and that'll take me down to about here. But if I'm not, and I'm standing on the floor, it'll be probably, if I can get, probably above my head about that far. Okay? Now, I do these pin presses, and that has helped me get a 10-pound, not just a 10-pound increase on my press, but I'm starting to be able to do more reps with other weights, like 133 pounds for 5 the other week. Okay? And another thing I do with the pin press is I do what they call static holds, where now that I will do above my head. I will stand on the floor and I'll take like 10 to 15 pounds above a heavy weight that I'm planning on doing, or a max, and you press that up and you hold that for 10 seconds. Because that will condition your central nervous system and your muscles to, it's a heavier weight. So when you go to do, if I'm doing, say you want to get a 135-pound military press, and you do a static hold with 145 pounds, you're probably going to get that 135 because it's lighter weight. And now that you conditioned yourself, your central nervous system, under that load for that length of time, it probably will be easier. And I found that it is easier. So, but anyway, that's the thing. You got to explore, you know, new ideas and strategies with everything. So, I did I say role models? Yeah. But anyway, a role model is good. Okay. And, that's pretty much all I really have right now. I just did this off the top of my head, if you can't tell. But like I do in all my videos, I am a member of I have an affiliate marketing product that I am promoting, and it's called Funnel Freedom. Well, Freedom Breakthrough. Funnel Freedom IO is one of the platforms, apps, things you can use for integrations, automation, funnels, etc. But with the funnel or the Freedom Breakthrough, that's a free course that you can take. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the link in the description like I always do. And if you're interested in affiliate marketing, you'll click that link and check it out. If not, just use this information for whatever you want to do, whatever you're trying to do. You gotta have people that you can get insight and direction. And if you need it, you can go over to whatever site they're on, whatever chat they're in, and type and say I need some help to keep going, because we need inspiration from others. So that's it for today. And like I said, if you're interested in a free affiliate marketing course, click the link in the description, and I'll see you next time.